peaceful warriors, we are going to embark on a journey together where on a regular basis, I'm going to share with you what I do from one moment to the next. Because there are so many people out there asking me, Dennis, what sort of morning habit do you do now after anxiety? What's your favorite tea? Why do you wear toques? What are your tattoos about? And all these sorts of things. So I want to give you a glimpse into my everyday life, my friends. And honestly, it's going to be really, really fun for me because there's a lot of teaching going on, a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom on this YouTube channel. However, I want to add a personal touch to it so that you can see what life can look like for you in the future as well. We're going to have a lot of fun with this, my friends. So let's go. Friends, we just had an amazing breakfast. Robin Olson, thank you so much for the French toast. Absolutely lovely. And as we get ready to go to paddle, there's a lot of questions being asked. Dennis, what are you engaged in right now? What supplement are you taking post-anxiety disorder? What do you do in your daily life? Well, we're going to take on the day, but before we do, I want to share a couple things that I have been kind of engaged with recently. So let's dive into those, my friends, and they've been helping me a lot. First thing has been the adrenal formula by Christopher's. Specifically in here, there is a herb called licorice root that is doing wonders for my fatigue that I was feeling just a few months ago. I had this feeling like I hit a wall. I was working really, really hard on things and just felt like I had to force myself to enjoy life again and my everyday experiences. Comment below if you've run into that kind of a wall. So Robin, being the herbalist that she is, recommended this, and honestly, I take 2 in the morning and I take 2 at night, and it has done an incredible job to get me back to the mental clarity that I had before, the drive that I need to keep making this kind of content, and just overall like a feeling of lightness and energy that, came upon me. So I remember years ago, and I've made videos on this before, years ago during my anxiety disorder, in my cabinet there would be, I think there was at one time there was about 73 or 75 supplements, herbs, that sort of thing, because I was so into the kind of quick fix formula. Oh, maybe this will work, maybe that'll work. If I heard someone that had like a success story around a supplement that they were taking or something that they were doing, immediately I would rush into it and say, oh my God, that could be the quick fix. That could be the magic wand that gets me out of anxiety for good and regulates my nervous system. So I used to have 73 supplements. I added that in some previous videos. But about 10, 12 years ago, I decided 3, only 3. For the rest of my entire life, there's only going to be 3 supplements, and I don't need to take all of them all the time, but we're only going to narrow it down to 3. So right now, I have my 3, and this is one of them that's doing really an incredible job for my adrenals and my adrenal fatigue. The other thing that used to help me a lot, and this is something that's overlooked with mental and emotional turmoil, is inflammation. Inflammation being built up in the body, causing certain discomforts, pains, and this sort of thing going on. So I remember years ago where I started to regularly eat garlic. The only problem is when I ate garlic, especially in the morning, people would distance themselves from me because I smelled like garlic. So I needed to find a solution to maintain my intake of garlic at minimal amounts. And so I found this bio garlic, which is a company from Denmark, garlic extract tablets. And the cool thing about this this, and I'll put all of these in the description, guys, of this video. The cool thing about this formula here, this supplement, is that there's not a lot of add-ons, right? When you buy these supplements and you buy them at big franchises, known stores, you tend to just grab it, you know, based on the color or the packaging and go, oh, I'm going to grab that one. But most people don't even know what they're grabbing, what's in the ingredients of it. And the nice thing about this is it's almost completely pure, which is great. There's not a lot of add-ons there. So that has been really good for the inflammation and just the regular habit and benefits that I'm getting from garlic. And then we have an eye mask. You know, a lot of people ask, Dennis, what do you do in the daytime? Well, almost every day I do a guided meditation / nap. I take my siesta. And I need it. I love it. I love how it breaks up my day. And if you get the chance, it's a great habit to install into your day. I personally love meditations by Muji specifically because Muji meditations get me into this, this place where I no longer identify with being Dennis. And, you know, that was back, you know, sometimes people will say Dennis nowadays, and I'll say, I won't even reply because I'm not identified with a Dennis anymore, which is really interesting. But Muji meditations help me to leave that space and that old conditioned self and make me feel like I am this limitless, you know, capable, you know, miracle. I am this soul. I am this spirit. So I love those meditations. And the great thing about these guys, right, is that when you put them on, there's no light coming in from the top, the bottom, the sides. I mean, it is completely dark right now, right? I can't see anything. So that's what I love about these. Sometimes you'll get the eye masks and you'll put them on really, really tightly, but there'll still be some light at the bottom. And that seems to bother me. But these, my friends, the Zoo eye mask, absolutely fantastic, covers everything. And what else have you been engaged in, Dennis? Well, recently we had an amazing trip to Italy. I'll throw a couple of photos and videos here for you guys. If you haven't been following on Instagram, phone's going off. My mom's calling. Yeah, I bought a book, Italian Tutor. There it is. Boom. Dennis is officially super focused on learning the Italian language. And you know why this is important? Because it's important to continue to strengthen your cognition. Strengthen your short-term memory, right? And so whether it be crossword puzzles or crosswords themselves or anything like that, or board games or anything that gets you to think about things clearly and memorize a few things, I highly recommend it. So right now I'm deep into the Italiano. I hope that in a few years I'll be able to speak with any Italians out there fluently. Really excited. And the nice thing about when you take on an endeavor like this, my friends, is it has to come from a place of playfulness and enjoyment, and it has to be fun. Because if it's not fun, you're going to give up on it, and you're going to feel like you're giving up on yourself eventually. So when you take these things on, make sure that you don't approach it from a place of doership. Like, I have to learn this because everybody else is learning, or I have to go do this because I'm told to do it. No, that's not going to last very long, right? So it's got to be fun. It's got to be playful. That's kind of what's going on in my life recently, my friends, and we're getting ready now to take on the day. I'm about to go and beat some really young paddle players. Excited, got to get my exercise in. So let's go, let's take on the day.
Let's sing, since we can't play music. Copyright.
Copyright.
I wonder if they can hear me.
Hands touching hands, reaching out, touching you, touching me, sweet Caroline.
Bum, bum, bum.
Good times never felt so good.
So
So good,
good,
so
so
good,
good,
so
so
good.
good.
It's coming home.
Coming home. We rocked that one.
We did.
That's good.
That was really good. A total
Oh, yeah.
unison there.
My seat back.
Total unison. What a team. What a team. So guys, this question comes up very regularly with me, and the question is, Dennis, why is it that I can't seem to relax myself, calm myself down in moments of anxiousness and provoke stress? Well, what's really important, guys, in my opinion, is that we are focusing too much on trying to calm ourselves and not focusing enough on being flexible in how we respond to stressors. You notice the difference? One is, okay, I have to calm myself. There's that pressure-filled word of have to, right? I have to stay calm in this situation. And the thing is that if you look to bully your way to relaxation, calmness, and a regulated system, then it's going to backfire. There's going to be a lot of defensiveness from your unconscious sides, right? So what's the key here? The key is asking yourself the question of, what do I need to think right now, or what do I need to do to be flexy, to bounce back from this thing that just happened? How can I perceive this experience so that I can, in the future, feel like I'm dealing with it better? So the key here, guys, is, stop putting so much pressure on yourself to relax and stay calm, because adrenaline is not bad, right? Perceived threats are not bad. They're just one interpretation of an experience, right? So let's let go of the pressure and let's focus on, what do I need to do? How do I need to perceive the situation to become more flexible in how I respond, right? What do you think, Rob?
I think, yeah. I think it's hot in here.
I think it's hot. Let's turn on the
You can't have
aircon.
the aircon when you're talking. And it's at, what are we at? 35? Probably in here 45 degrees.
45 degrees. For you guys, anything. No aircon, totally fine.
Where are we off to?
We're off to Paddle, this place called Paddle AE, which is has 6 really nice paddle courts, and
Indoor.
Indoor. Has to be indoor. Can't be outdoor. What a paddle game, guys. I feel like, man, I feel light. I feel like I'm accomplished. And I feel like I connected with people. A lot of people these days look at me and they go, well, Dennis, he must have perfect days and he must feel good all the time and all this because he overcame anxiety and a multitude of anxiety disorders, past traumas, dysregulated system. But the truth is, my friends, even today, like while I was playing paddle, I would hit a shot and I would miss the shot, and there would be like this little tiny subtle voice within me that would say, oh my God, how could you do that, right? You're letting your partner down, or you stopped the rally, or something like that, And while I was healing anxiety in the beginning stages, I thought that healing and recovery was that you're always happy and you're always at peace and nothing ever goes wrong, right? And the moment something went wrong, I would say, oh my God, you see, I'm not healed yet. But the truth is, my friends, is that even after, beyond anxiety, you run into moments, things that happen on the outside, things that spur on, some kind of an alarm on the inside, an intrusive thought here or there. Of course, it doesn't happen very often to me, but it does happen. And the difference now is that I'm so much more equipped to deal with these things, and I no longer identify with being a sufferer. I'm no longer addicted to suffering. I no longer feel like I have to worry about things in order for them not to go wrong. There's a massive shift that has happened within me and continues to happen. But I really want you guys to know that it's not perfect, right? And don't ever shoot for perfection. Shoot for progress. And progress is based around your efforts mainly. It's based around your intention, your efforts, and your understanding around what you're really dealing with at the deepest level, and also your willingness to create a better relationship with that part of you that may still be very afraid to take on unfamiliar experiences, right? So, unbelievable. I feel so good, and it's time for a shower. Hi, kitty. Did you protect the home? I love you. I love you. Friends, I hope you enjoyed this first vlog. I know it was an experience with me. I know I did these vlogs actually years ago, and nobody watched them, so they're still kind of surfacing here and there on YouTube if you want to look for those. But I thought, you know what, it's probably the right time to do it again. I just got through this session with this very brave and courageous man. I just had so much empathy, and got pretty teary actually in those very moments, because I just have so much empathy and love for everybody out there that's going through the challenges, and life is trauma. We go through traumatic experiences regularly, and it's just so important that we stay gentle and compassionate towards one another, because we just never know what someone else is going through. So keep spreading the love, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and hopefully I'll do more of it. If you want to comment below, it would mean a lot to me to say I want more of these types of videos, and I will do them for you, I promise. I love you all, and remember, you are more than anxiety. See you soon.